Welcome once again to our class. Today we are going to be looking at relief patterns and relationship with human activities. Firstly, we are going to be talking on the description of upland or island regions. Take note of what we need to know. Firstly, we need to know where the location is on our map and the area it covers. From the map, you must be able to identify that. Also, we need to note the specific character of such an island, how it looks like, either elongated, a dome form, a flat, a spaced, and it can be defined. And also, in description, we need to note the height of the island, and by so doing, we find the range from the highest peak to the lowest point of the island. Also, we need to get the form of the slope that occurs in such a highland, whether it be even concave or rather convex. There's need for description by the degree of dissection by rivers as well in order to get a distinctive description of this island. For so doing, we should be able to draw a cross section so that we'll be able to get more detailed information about this region of island in description. The next is the description of lowland area. When we have lowland area, it means plain or rather a basin. Firstly, what we need to do is to find out the location of such a relief pattern on the map to know where it occurs on the map that we are studying. Also, we need to express the areas covered by the lowland as a portion of the total surface area by the map. That is to calculate the total surface area. What we need to do next is to identify how the lowland occur, either in a rugged form or in a plain flat surface. The next we need to know is to identify the height of the surface and to find out if there is any difference in the form of ridges or depression that occurs close to that area. And also we need to note the nature of river valley and the associated landform that is in that region. Straightness is description of coastal areas that we might have on our map and the activities related to it. The coastal regions are those places that are bordering the river line. First and foremost, all we need to do is to find out the direction of the coastal line. Either it is pointing towards the north, south, east, or west of the map. And also, in describing the coastal line, we need to note if the coast is straight or carved into bays following the rock pattern of the coastal border. And also, in description, we need to note the height variation of the coastal line. So we need to find out if the shore is rocky, cliffed, sandy, or meshy. Sometimes you might have some sandy or meshy shore. Also, in description, we need to find out if the coastal line is erosional or depositional, in the sense that if there occur a cliff or a beach. Then straight on, we move to the relationship between relief and transportation of an environment on a map to show how easy the transportation of such an environment can be. Firstly, to do that, we need to have a rough sketch of the main relief of the region so as to note the distribution of transportation routes in such a region on the map. And also, in describing this, we need to describe the relief region, either island or lowland, and also we should describe the routes with emphasis on the following factors. Firstly, all the features made by man on the transport route. For example, an embankment, a bridge, a tunnel, and the rest. Also, the kind of route of each region, and as well the nature of the route, either curvy or rocky, and also places avoided, maybe a slope or a floodland. Now, talking about settlement pattern distribution on the map. To describe this, we need to indicate whether the settlement pattern is either dispersed or nucleated. Also, in description, we need to give a definite location of the pattern and the reason why the pattern occurred on such a place in the map, and also to give importance and the identification of settlement that we have. Let's move to description of land use and settlement relationship. To show this, we need to identify the major land use type on the map, which may include farming, reserve, mining activity. When talking about rural and also in urban, may include industrial regions, marketing place, a social gathering place, medical activity can take place in such a land use. And this is what we describe between relationship of a settlement and its land use. And also, talking about different form of transportation routes, now we move to distribution of transport routes on a map. In describing this, we need to identify the type of transportation or communication we're talking about, either road, power line, railway, and their grades. And also, we need to draw a sketch map to show the transport routes. Also, in describing this, we know how to describe how it maneuvers itself in different routes, roundabout reliefs. And now, in describing the relationship between drainage and transportation, first and foremost, you must identify the transport routes on that map. Also, there's need to note if there is any transport route that run parallel to a river, then we ascertain if a transport route cut across a river or avoids it in case of a channel, a tunnel, or a bridge. And we need to know if the existing river is used as a transportation means. Man's activities determined by its environment and relief. Once this is well understood, description will be easy. Till our next